Smack my mama.
You are listening to Real Conversations with Jake and Trent. Real Conversations is sponsored by Boys Town, saving children, healing families for over 100 years. Please go to boystown.org to learn how you can help the girls and boys of Boys Town. Also brought to you by Next Generation Storytellers, paving the way for young filmmakers, one movie at a time. With me always is my cohort, my best friend, Trent Garrett. Trent.
What up?
What is up?
Nothing much, man. Excited to get my boy on here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. What's been going on today?
Chilling. No, I'm kidding. I actually had a bunch of stuff. Everything's virtual, so everything, just Zooms and all kinds of stuff, man. Making moves.
I understand. I get it. Life and that such. Well, I want to introduce our guest this week because our guest this week is one of the busiest working actors in Hollywood. Movie fans will recognize him from a wide range of film roles, from Rodney and Quentin Tarantino's epic Western Django Unchained to the General in Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice. He can also be seen in Once Upon a Time in Venice, opposite of Bruce Willis, Jason Blum, and of course, Michael Bay's The Forever Purge. His long list of television credits include MacGyver, The Blacklist, Chicago PD. I can go on and on and on. Our guest this week is the incredible actor, Sammi Rotibi. Welcome.
Thanks for having me on your show. I'm very excited to be to do this podcast. What a great intro, by the way. Thank you.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, dang, man, I want to be introed.
I mean, Jake is the man, He knows how to do it. That's why he gets paid the big bucks.
Yeah, Jake the Snake.
So, Sammi, you've had just an incredible career. And bless you, of course, because you've been able to captivate audiences for so long. What do you think the secret to success is?
God, I wish I knew the secret to success. I'll be very rich right now. I'll be an A-lister and I'll be able to help homeless people and veterans. I honestly don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. I just think for me, the most important thing is as long as I'm doing what I love doing and I am doing my best in my craft as an artist, my profession, and just doing something that actually, touches people, or being true to a certain character. And most important, just having fun, man. Just trying to, I'm grateful to be able to do what I love doing, because initially, I wasn't planning on becoming an actor. I went to school to be an architect. So actually I got my A in architecture at the age of 18 and a half. And I basically came to LA for spring break, and I guess I got sprung. I went back to Miami, finished my semester, and moved back.
How does one get an architecture degree at 18?
Well, no, I got my AA, Associates in Arts. So I was going for my bachelor's. I was going for my bachelor's at Florida Atlantic University, and then I just came to LA because my older brother was in LA for spring break, and I really loved LA, and I came back, but I'd already started kind of print work, modeling, and a little bit of getting into acting in Miami, Florida. And then I came to LA, and I just kind of, like everyone else, you come, you party for like a few years, then you finally decide what the fuck you want to do.
And that is the truth, right? You
Yeah, yeah.
have to really
So
find that.
yeah,
Well,
but
you were born in Nigeria. What
yeah.
was life growing up in Nigeria like?
Well, it was great, because I was born in Nigeria. My dad worked for a petroleum company, British Petroleum Company, ESSO. So I would say I grew up fairly, I would say upper middle class. So I was fortunate, my brothers were in the States and my sisters were in the UK. So when I was a kid, I was able to, from the age of like 8, 9, summer vacations will come to the UK, to London. And then my older sister was in Liverpool and my other sister was in Oxford. And then the guys were in Miami. My oldest brother was a pilot in Miami, and my other two brothers, one was going to the University of Miami and the other one was going to FIU. So when I finished my O levels, which you guys call high school here, I had the option of going to the UK or coming to the States. And I decided to come to LA. Come to the States.
Why wouldn't you want to finish out high school in?
I finished my high school, so O levels is high school. I finished my high school, then I was going to continue into A levels, which would be like your university, your 2 years before your university, or that's the A levels, or the university 4 years. And because I wanted to be with the guys. I'm the last boy, and all my brothers were out of the house because they were a lot older than I was. And I'd been coming to Miami. And when I finished at the age of 15 and a half, my high school, I had the option of either going to the UK to stay and continue my education or come to the States. And I wanted to be with my brothers rather than being with my sisters.
Let me ask you, are you smarter than your brothers?
I don't think so, because the oldest was a pilot and the other one was a microbiologist, and the other one was the one that moved to LA, which I came to why I came to LA in the first place was in the finance, and he actually had his own car company in Westwood many years ago.
Damn, that's a tough legacy right there.
Yeah, tell me about it. The pressure. My father didn't know I was going to be an actor. I think he thought I was still going to school, and sometimes I would still get pocket money.
What did your father say about you being an actor?
Unfortunately, he did not know for years, but my brothers and cousins were starting to see me and stuff. And he died the year just before Tears of the Sun came out with Bruce Willis, because that's the first time I worked with Bruce Willis.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so he didn't get a chance to see some of my
bigger work
ascendant in the acting world. But he still thought I was going for my bachelor's and master's in architecture. Because as I don't know if you know, but Africans, being an actor, for most Africans anyway, art is not taken as something serious. As a man, you have to provide for your family. So it's either you become a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, or something reputable that you can actually make money and provide for your family. And that's how I was raised up. It's very strict upbringing, and you mess up if your parents aren't around, the next door neighbor will give you some whooping.
Coming from such a large family,
yeah,
how did you shape your personality?
I think my personality was, I would say, shaped. I would say started to mold to become the person I am today from my journey in life. I always say being able to grow up partly in the UK and being able to travel, just see the world. I think it's so important to travel. Till today, I love to travel when I'm able to get a little bit of chance or opportunity to travel to different countries, to different places, because the more you learn about other cultures and other people, the better you understand them, and that rubs off on you. And I think that you start to build your person, the person you are, from your experiences and how you deal with people and the people you meet along the way. And it's an evolution, and I believe I'm still growing, I'm still learning. I think once you get to a point where you think you know it all, or you understand it all, then you're probably gonna die. I don't know.
Hey,
I'm still
Sammy.
discovering. I just met you, and I'm sure as time goes by, I'm going to learn something from you, and I'm going to add it to my arsenal of characters of life's journey.
Hey, Sammy. It has froze on this end, but we are still recording live on the audio.
All
But
right.
I would like to come back to that question, if that's something you're open to.
Yeah, that's cool. How do I get back to?
So Sammy's not frozen to me, by the way.
Okay. But it's frozen on this end.
So how do I get back to you, Jake?
Let's just pause for 1 second. This is something that our editor can handle and our producer can handle. But just give me 1 second.
You got it.
Hold tight.
Dude, we got to do that guys trip, or the not just guys trip, but the dude, that wedding was just like, it was so
Dude,
incredible.
that was awesome, bro.
I mean, to have like Jordan there from New York, it's like,
I know. It was really great. And the pictures, you saw some of the pictures I posted.
Yeah.
That was fun, man.
Yeah.
Have you seen Jamie or talked to him since then?
I've talked to him. Yeah, he's actually in LA right now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Yeah, you should hit him up. He's in LA.
How long? Oh, yeah, I think he told me they were coming to LA for like a month, right?
Yeah, I think they're there for another couple weeks or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have to
Yeah, you got to link up with them.
I have to link up with him. You know, I'm going to be shooting a film in whatchamacallit. It was supposed to be Austin, Texas, but then it got moved to Montana.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, bro.
That would have been awesome.
Hey, Sammy, so can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
So let's do this, okay? This is it doesn't happen often at all. But what I think we need to do is I'm going to have to reboot completely. And I have already recorded all of the audio and everything that we built up to that point with the video.
All right.
If you're okay with that, I'll just, resend out. We'll just re-log into the same link.
Okay.
Right. And it should be good to go. I'm not quite sure why it decided to freeze, but it just froze. Everything is froze, but I can hear you.
All right. Well, why don't we just reboot then? So what do I do? Just kind of like...
you're just going to log right into the same link. Everything is going to be exactly the same.
All right. So we'll close this window and then just click the same link.
Exactly.
All right, I'm going to leave studio then. I'm going to leave studio.
Thank you. I'm so sorry that this happened. This is really rare. Seems to be rolling now. Sorry about that. We'll just have it edited together. So, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, it just froze. Everything froze. I told everybody to shut everything down, but it is,
Is it your Wi-Fi still?
I'm right. It's right here. The modem. It's next to me. The whole thing is right here. So I just told Luke, get off of the modem.
Do you have a separate one though?
Can you see me?
I can see you, Sammy.
All right, cool.
All right, cool. So what we're gonna do is
That last question.
We're still recording, which is good, and we'll edit this together.
All right, great.
All right, cool. Give me a second.
I just found out. He just messaged me, Sammy. Jamie's there till the 30th, so he's there for the next 6 days. You should hit him.
Oh,
up.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll try to reach out to him, and hopefully we could grab a bite, because I leave to Montana on the 7th, I believe.
Man, that sucks that you're not going to be in Austin. That would have been a great opportunity.
I know. I've always wanted to go to Austin. I've never been to Austin.
Man, well, you got to come, man. I got a guest room, you guys could stay at, and
that'd be great.
Anytime, man. You got ACL coming up in late October. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Right on.
All right, man. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm sorry, for the delay on this.
No worries, man.
Appreciate it.
No worries.
Now, how challenging was it to adapt to moving to the U.S.? You lived in Miami, right? And you lived in Los Angeles.
Yeah, Miami. Yeah. Well, like I said, I used to come up from the age of like 12, 13 to the U.S., to Miami to visit my brothers. So
You're familiar,
I just love to travel, man. Literally, my girlfriend would tell me I have 2 suitcases ready to go. I'm like a nomad, like literally. If you tell me right now, yo, we got this going on, boom, let's go. I'll be like, okay, I'm ready. You got
your suitcase ready to go?
I'm ready to go, brother.
All right,
I'm like a gypsy.
We're going to Tulum tomorrow, Mexico.
All right, cool.
Let's go.
You got me a place to stay and all that shit, and you got me started. I'll be right there with you, brother.
Well, let's go, man.
Let's rock and roll, man. You only have one life, man, so you got to live it.
Yeah, you do. That's so true, man.
Yeah,
so true.
Yeah.
I read that one of your favorite actors of all time was Sidney Poitier.
Oh, that's like. I aspire to be like him, and his book Measure of a Man is such an amazing book. It's a great read for anyone to see the journey that from Nassau to Miami, and then to New York, and what he went through, and also having such a thick, strong Bahamian accent. And just his struggles, and
I actually visited the island he's from, which is Cat Island.
Cat
Island, which is like, it is a Bahamian island, but it's like one of the strangest islands because it's like only, I don't know, maybe a mile wide, and then like 12 miles long.
It's a very small island, but I mean, what really blew me away is just the tenacity and the strength, and it just inspires me every day. Like, no matter, Trent, this, we're in the industry, and what we go through, so many no's, so many, bullshit that we have to deal with, and we just got to take it and just keep going. And also within all that, having your integrity, and not reducing the person you are to satisfy someone else. Do you know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm trying? You know what I mean? I just think at certain times you kind of you're put in a place, and because of you wanting to, get credit or to do this and do that, and
there's that urge to compromise the integrity to try to get to B, when really, I mean, I like, just to kind of piggyback on what you're saying, right? Like, it's a difference between like reaching for something or attracting something, right? You build fortitude in whatever capacity that is, friendships, family, relationship with yourself, and then you just start shining, and if you're reaching for B and you're at A, you're not ready for B. So make A as, integrity based as possible.
Solid.
So like a foundation.
Solid foundation.
So it's a natural progression and a step towards the right direction without compromising any of the things that you need because you need everything that you have in A to get to B. It's like a weird analogy, but because then you just start shining, and like that's what attracts that.
Sammi, tell me, how important is it to have role models in your life?
It's so important. It's funny you said that, because a friend of mine, neighbor of mine, was telling me if I could be a mentor to some kids. I think it's so important to be a positive role model, or to be some kind of light, positive. I'm not saying to be taken as this, person of, don't take yourself too seriously, but be a positive role model in a way to kind of help guide someone, youth, because their brain is still developing, to help them understand how to deal with life and all the situations that the life throws you, that puts you in, and just be someone that they can look up to, and they can see, like, if you can do it, I can do it. If for example, like Sidney Poitier, coming from a cat island, like you said, it's a small island. Now, who'd have thought in a million years a guy from that place could become an Academy Award winner in the United States? You know what I'm saying? I think that, it's so, because right now there's so many distractions with kids. You got social media, you got, you got different things, you got peer pressure,
let's talk about that for a second. Let's talk about social media.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what that looks like for kids these days, based upon, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking, Sammi?
Well, you don't ask an actor his age. You don't worry. Whatever whatever you think I am, that's what it is.
Okay. Well, I can tell you right now, I'm going to be 45 in September.
Well, God bless you. You look great, brother.
No, you look better.
I still ain't going to tell you my age, so you can think, you can make whatever you want to call it. We can be here all day. We're going to dance around the fireplace. That shit ain't happening.
But that's
I'm actually 22. I look really bad for my age, but
yeah,
I'm 22.
Actually, I just turned 30. Shit. Better recognize.
Oh, shit.
Oh, the party's just getting started, man.
Oh, you better believe it, man.
I think I was at your 30th.
We about to make you do what he do, baby. Yeah. Hold on now.
I think I was at your 30th birthday party yesterday. It was.
Yeah, August 5th. It was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. 2.5. Yeah. It was great.
Yeah. Well, go on, Jacob.
Well,
you're handsome, man.
Now I'm like,
we all don't got your jeans, brother. Now don't rub it out. Don't push, making us look bad. We don't look as handsome, and I look at that pearly white teeth.
I'm gonna cover my mouth now.
Trying to ask me my motherfucking age. Oh shit, we about to go crazy up in this bitch.
Yeah, man. Well,
he's never gonna ask that question again.
I can't even remember. I had a point to it, but here is a question, though.
Yes, sir.
What message do you have to kids from other countries who are trying to get in, to this melting pot of acting in the US?
Wow, that's a big question. I would say, look, even with actors, young actors here that come up to me, some that I've met and talked to, is like, you really got to be sure this is what you want to do. Anything is possible. Honestly, anything is possible. But you got ready to put in the work. You got to be ready to know and take, a lot of people come into this business because they want to be stars. They want to be, this is so cool. But they don't understand the hard work and the heartache that you go through. I mean, so many times you get rejection. 99.9% of the time is no. But when you get that one yes, oh my God, it's like you won the lottery.
Yeah.
So what I would say to up and coming aspiring actors and artists is like, you got to be dedicated to your craft. You got to really, really want it. It can't be like, oh, that sounds cool. I think I want to do that. No, you got to really want to do it. You got to really, and also be ready to put in the time. And because every day, I'm like right now, I'm about to go shoot a film in first week in September. I was just telling Trent, but because I've had this year has been kind of slow with the strike and everything. I actually went back to an acting studio, a theater, to start working on my craft, so I can be ready before even working on the script for the movie. I'm working on plays. I just did a scene from a play, Hurly Burly by David Ray. Then I'm just doing another scene from a play, Four Dogs on a Bone. So that's me just getting myself ready before I even go attack the script for the movie. I already read the script a couple of times. While I'm talking to you right now, the director just sent me updated version, which I have to go study. But I needed to get my mind and my being to be ready to be on that stage, to be ready to be on that set. So when the director says action, I'm ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
And that's just the dedication and tenacity and the work that it takes. Because a lot of times people just see the accolades.
Where do you think that your work ethic came from?
Oh, from my father. If it's from my upbringing. My father worked really hard for us. But he also, made sure that we understood the value of a penny, of a dollar.
Yeah.
I remember specifically, I was home on summer vacation, and it's summer vacation. I think I was probably 13 years old, and summertime, I was going to hang out with my friends. So my dad was at work, and he came home and he saw me in my room. Like, I think I was just watching TV. And he goes, what have you done all day? I'm like, nothing, just hanging out. He goes, I didn't pay for you to go to school and to come home and be hanging out. Why don't you pick up a book from your school to read? Why don't you try to see if you can help around the house and do some cleaning or do something, so you're not just sitting around wasting your time and watching TV or watching a movie.
But let me ask you this, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you obviously had an idea in your mind, right?
What, to be an actor?
You were watching TV.
Yeah.
You were studying acting. You were studying film, TV.
Yeah.
Did you know that at that time?
No, I think when I was a kid, my dad loved Clint Eastwood, so we watched all the Clint Eastwood movies.
Yeah.
And he loved the James Bond movies.
Yeah.
So that was because my dad was working so much. There was never really a time to look. I was basically by myself because I'm the only kid between my mom and dad. My dad was my brothers and sisters are half brothers and sisters. And so my mom was married before my dad was married, and they met, boom, the rest. I was born, I came into this world. So I was kind of
love
a
the
lot.
fact you came into this world.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So I didn't really have anyone around because my dad was constantly traveling for his job, and he was always working, and my parents were separated at a young age. So I didn't really have, the only time I get to spend with my dad is when he gets home at night from work after dinner at 9 o'clock. He watches the news. Then I sit with him. Then he goes to bed, and he gets up very early. So a lot of times on the weekend when we watch movies, that was the time I got to spend with him, because all the other times he's gone. He's working. And then when I go to school, I'm in boarding school from a young age, from the age of 10 to the age of 15. So I didn't have, that's why when I came to the States, when people invited me to Thanksgiving, it was a bit weird for me because I didn't have that family togetherness. Like when you have your mom and dad and everyone is around the table, and then, you say the prayers, and then you have Thanksgiving. I didn't have that. So it was like I was basically trying to grab a little bit of my dad, and when I get a chance, I go over to my mom's. And so I don't understand like that really family unit, but I knew my parents loved me. I never once till my parents passed away that my dad or my mom says I love you. So that was the fact that hearing I love you is something that later on I got kind of used to, because we just knew our parents loved it. They didn't need to tell us. As long as they put food on the table and they put clothes on our back, that's love.
Yeah. If
there
there
so
was
it took time, and it actually affected my relationship over the years. I mean, I just got better. It's a lot of stuff that affects you that you don't think about, that you experience from youth, and I think that's why it's so important to be there for the youth now, with and just be some kind of beacon, and not judge them, but just be someone that they can trust and just talk to. And sometimes that's what
be a guiding light for them.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that something?
Not everyone comes from the same family as everyone else. Where regardless whether you black, white, Asian, white, it doesn't. We're all human beings. We're all God's children. It's about trying to understand each other and trying to find a way to live together as one on this planet. And
we all are emotional.
Yeah.
And we are all sensitive.
Exactly.
We all have a passion.
Yes.
These things are not race colored. These are real human being things.
Yeah. Because we all one species, we all one human race. We all bleed red.
Yes.
So yeah. So I use all of my past stuff in my work. I use like substitution, my life, and I find a way to understand myself through my work and through my life experience, what I've been through, and I put it into my work, and that helps me better understand myself sometimes.
That's actually one of the things I love about acting, because when you do a deep dive into a character in a story, it reveals, kind of going back, it reveals parts of yourself you didn't know existed, and or choose to not recognize that does exist inside. Because all of that should be used, and if it's not used, it's ignored, and it just collects dust, right? And that's when it's a very healing process, right?
Yeah.
Like when you're able to like unlock something that's been buried away that you choose to ignore, or you're just even able to articulate something that is there, but you just don't have the words yet. And so that's like the whole process of acting is just, it's just been like a very therapeutic process.
Yeah,
for me.
can be. Yeah.
Let me ask you, what are your personal goals that you'd like to achieve as a person, as an actor?
Well, I mean, as two different as an actor, I would hope to get to a point in my career where I can be anywhere in the world and don't have to and be able to control my career, my and not having to depend on anyone to give me a job or to. I want to be able to produce my own projects and direct and just have the freedom to do different things and not have to be in one place. I mean, I wouldn't mind being at some small island in Spain by the beach.
That's what I'm talking about, dude.
And just when I'm needed, I'll come. I'm like, I just get a call from my rep, so I just say, hey, they want you for this. So it's nice to get to that level of power where you don't have to hustle or try to, because I've hustled so much in my life. Nothing I have was given to me free. I busted my ass for everything. And for me as a human being, as Samuel Rotibi, I hope I somehow can make a mark before I go. I give back to humanity, and not to sound cheesy, but I honestly think that we all brought into this world to somehow affect each other, to somehow make a change somehow. And I always kind of go back to what, even though it's a very, what's the word I'm looking at? It's only tailored to what's to United States. I think it was JFK. It says, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country." And that statement always stayed by me. And it's just like, if you look at it on a bigger stage, in a bigger sense, it says, ask not always what God can give you. What can you give back to God? God created this universe. God created this world, and we live in it. And what can you give back to humanity, which is God's spirit going through every human being? What can I do to make my own legacy? So when I die, someone can say, that motherfucker Sammy, he, it might be a bullshit and fuck up sometimes, but he actually did make a difference. He did something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you go back home, and when you go back to where you were created, you could feel comfortable. I just think somehow,
Sammy, I think you consider yourself as a religious man.
I do, but I don't like to. I don't like to push my one thing I don't want to do is push my conversation with God is between me and God. So I don't want to put my religious beliefs and my stuff onto anyone. If you want to believe what I believe in, that's great. If not, I'm Catholic, and I have
all my children have been baptized Catholic.
Yeah. Hence my name it's actually Samuel, but Sammy for So, but yeah, I'm absolutely a religious person, but it doesn't mean I'm always. I'm in church every Sunday.
Listen, I get it. Listen, we are human.
I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want to.
You're not going to offend anyone here on this.
I just want to.
You're offending me, dude. No.
Yeah. You know what? Have a shot of Jameson and chill the F.
Okay, fine. Don't tempt me with a good time.
But
Trent loves a good time.
Yeah, I do like a cocktail every now and then. So, but anyways,
listen, Sammy. All of our guests on the show, they take a trip in a teleportation back in time. And if you could speak to yourself, your young self, what advice would you give your young self that you may want to know now?
I think that wow, that's a good question. That's a very good question. I think I would probably tell myself they lied when they said the world was flat. It's actually round. I think I would, I guess, believe in myself more and not take what people say too seriously, and always and just have faith and believe in myself, and just believe that everything's going to be okay. Just follow your path and just do the work and be the best person you can, and it's all going to fall into place. Because a lot of times we're so insecure, and the you know I, I I really envy certain people that just like they just know who they are, uh, and they just that themselves. I really envy that. I'm still working on that, you know. And
I think
yeah, I think that's a good question. I mean, I think that's a good answer.
we're all still working on that, and that was a beautiful answer.
You know,
There's-
so I don't know. I'm still discovering myself. I just think that all the journey. I'm grateful for the journey I've been on, and I'm grateful for my parents and how I was raised, even though it's not supposedly the perfect kind of family upbringing. But what is perfect, really? We all come from different situations, different backgrounds, different views, and I think at the end we just kind of take it as a person, and just kind of take what is important and discard what is not, and you kind of make your own person, and from there you make your own path, your own journey, you blaze your own trail, and rather than trying to be somebody else, right?
I love that answer. I don't think there is a right or wrong answer.
Yeah.
But that is such a pure, honest, compassionate, lovely answer. And I appreciate your openness to that.
Well, thank you, Jacob. Damn, you're still a handsome motherfucker, man. Damn. You look like Rob Lowe, young Rob Lowe. Shit. I'm trying to get my girlfriend not to come see you, man, because she's gonna walk in, see you, then the next thing she's gonna fall in love. Baby, don't come here. Stay right here.
I'm married, so it's okay. I have one.
And you too, Trent.
Yeah.
You're my brother.
We have one more question for
Go ahead.
you.
I just needed to lighten it up. It just felt like I got a bit heavy.
I know, but we're gonna hit you with a heavy one too. So one more. So Boys Town, which has been around over 100 years, they were taking African American kids, white kids, Asian kids in the 1890s into their complex to take care of these young boys, through the 20s, the 30s, to take care of them and educate them. Father Flanagan, who was a Catholic priest, he basically, he was the one behind all of Boys Town, and Boys Town is now still doing that after 100+ years. But there was a day when Father Flanagan was still alive, and this was like in the early 40s, and they didn't have all of the equipment to give kids that were handicapped. And so kids would take turns carrying students to football games, to class. And one day Father said, "Isn't he heavy?" He said, "He's not heavy, Father. He's my brother." Meaning, in our life, we have all had somebody carry us. Who's carried you?
Wow. Oh my God. Jake, you ain't no joke, man. Shit. I think I think who's carried me, uh I would say my father, even though he's in heaven. Um and I'll tell you why I said my father. And then I would say two people, my father and my brother. My brother is here. My father, because of the discipline that he instilled in me from a very young age, and the strength and the backbone that he gave me. Um, Even though he wasn't always around, I knew he was there. He was my rock. He was my strength.
It's okay, brother. You can talk to us.
He makes me get up every day. Sorry.
You're okay.
Oh, good, man.
We're here for you.
Yeah. I think I think I get the question. Like who was? Can you ask me again? Sorry.
No, I think you've already done enough. That's
sorry.
it. You already told us.
How does your brother play into that as well?
And just my brother being my biggest fan, and he's got me through so much, out of so much.
Did you call him when you booked your first job?
My brother is my biggest fan. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
I always say to Trent, I said, I wish you were the brother that I had. And I do have a brother, but
Well, you have a brother here now, so.
Well, I welcome that, Sammy.
Two for the price of one.
100. I would take all of your love and your hugs, and I appreciate your time.
Back to you, brothers. Back to you, brothers.
I love you, my man.
Love you too, brother.
Well, I want to just say thank you again for joining us today. You know, I've been a fan of your work for a very long time. Everyone that's listening to the podcast should absolutely check out Sammy's IMDb, stream any of his work. If they haven't seen you already, you have an amazing range of as an actor, and I'm looking forward to seeing all that's to come for you.
Why don't quickly you tell us about that project that you're doing that was in my hometown and all, not my hometown.
Oh, it's a project that's called Home, and now they just changed it to The Wolf and the Lamb, and it's gonna be with Korianka, Kilchner, Angus McFadden, and some very, very cool cast. Chase is actually one of the producers. You know Chase.
No way, dude.
Yeah. So
that's how much I went up.
I'm really excited about it.
What's the role?
Yeah. What?
What's the role?
It's my character is a guy who's actually based in 1875, who was a free slave, and it's kind of like it's got a lot of spiritual backbone to it, but also it's horror. and it's got this humor to it. You know, it's got a lot. It's got a lot that's going on. But I don't think I can say too much yet because it's still kind of like in the works. So
understood.
I'm trying to, you know, pick and choose my words. I don't want to get the producers or the director upset. I just got the job. I mean, I had to work for a year, man. Damn.
Jake's just trying to pinch hit over here.
Tell me more right now. What else do you have about it? Tell me right now.
Oh my God. But you got what was it? Taylor Sheridan in your neighborhood. Maybe he could watch this show and give us all a job.
Yeah, right.
Right. Same, brother.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit. We gonna make our own show soon. Don't worry about it. We're gonna do it.
Exactly.
Well, listen, that's about all the time that we have for this week. But the Boys Town toll-free national hotline, 1-800-448-3000, is a 24/7 crisis resource and referral number for kids and their parents. Now, they're there to help anyone having suicidal thoughts, risking any type of self-harm, parenting problems, you know, physical, sexual, emotional abuse, stress, anxiety, anger problems, school problems like bullying and peer pressure, and any chemical, you know, dependency. If you're suffering with any of these issues, or you just need someone to talk to, someone is there for you 24/7. Just call Boys Town National Hotline at 1-800-448-3000. Don't feel like talking? You can text voice to 20121. 20121. Someone will get back to you immediately. Boys Town, saving children, healing families. Till next time, love each other and love yourself.
You're a fucking pro, dude.
Jake's the man.
Yeah.
Right on.
Oh,
Well, I hope
man.
you'll like the show. You know, sorry for